What it do, YouTube? It's your boy again, Chris here, back with some more Chris Wrestling Views. Today, I'm going to be doing my reaction and review of the WWE 2021 Royal Rumble, revealing the winners and what all happened in the show. So let's get down to it. First thing they had was the kickoff pre-show. The kickoff pre-show simply began with Charlotte and Oscar, Charlotte Flair and Oscar versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. So the match, it was a it was an okay match. At the ending, what basically had happened was, um Ric Flair music played, and then Lacey Evans came from behind, and took Charlotte Flair out from her figure eight leg lock, and Lacey Evans pulled Charlotte Flair out, so she wouldn't no so she wouldn't make Shayna tap. So then again, Lacey Evans was handed some, I think it was some brass knucks, I believe I seen. Um, were handed some brass knucks by Ric Flair, and knocked Charlotte Flair out, which gave Nia Jax the advantage to pick up the win after she hit the leg drop on Charlotte Flair. So yeah, my viewpoint on this match. I mean, I can understand you know I can understand them losing, Oscar and Charlotte Flair losing the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, simply because with the thing that's going on with Lacey Evans and Charlotte Flair. um it's okay, but what I have would have thought that would have been better was to have was to have Charlotte Flair and Oscar retain the women's championships, or Lacey Evans just come in and just elbow Charlotte in the ring or something like that, causing a disqualification. And what it could have done was have Peyton Royce and Lacey Evans versus Oscar and Charlotte Flair, but they decided to go another route. But it is what it is, you guys. So let's go with the next match. The first match that was on the main show was the WWE Championship match, which featuring Bill Goldberg versus Drew McIntyre. Match was pretty good. Drew McIntyre basically won by the Claymore kick for the second time. There was a jackhammer by Drew McIntyre. I mean, not Drew McIntyre, Goldberg. There was a Claymore by McIntyre the first time. Goldberg still kicked out, but the third one. Well, actually, let me mention all this. Goldberg, hit the spear on Drew McIntyre into the, to break the barricade. So, after the match, Drew and Goldberg, they end up shaking hands, and that closed the match. Um, my opinion on that. So I didn't rate it the pre-show, you guys, but I did rate the Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg, like the main show matches. My rate on that was a two, simply because it was a short match. It was maybe 5 minutes or so, but it didn't really click to me, like a good match would. I mean, it was a little tad bit better than when they had Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg at the time. But yeah, in this match right here, you guys have to rate it a two. Could have been better, but winner and still WWE champion Drew McIntyre. Um, Next match I want to talk to you about, guys, would be Sasha Banks versus Carmella with Reggie. Reggie ends up getting sent out by the referee. Um, he was trying to catch Carmella and then all that good stuff. But Reggie ended up getting sent away, like I said, by the ref, and then Carmella was locked up in the bank statement, and she ended up tapping out. Your winner and still the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion, Sasha Banks, you guys. So I have to rate that match a two as well. I could feel that coming, especially how the women's Royal Rumble that I'm gonna mention next right here of how that ended out, and it could be a possible match for WrestleMania of the person who won the women's Royal Rumble. All right, so um, got a lot, you guys. So with the 30 women Royal Rumble match, the first person was Bailey. Second person was Naomi. She finally returned. She returned at the Royal Rumble, and then we had number three, which was Bianca Belair. Number four, Billy Kay. Number five, Shotzi Blackheart from NXT. Number six, Shayna Baszler. Number seven, Tony Storm from NXT. Number eight, Jillian Hall. I know you guys remember Jillian Hall back in the day where she always, like the early 2000s. She was always trying to sing, and then number nine was Ruby Riot. Number 10 was Victoria, the lady that we remember from the early 2000s. We probably remember her from TNA wrestling and all that good stuff. She made her return at number 10. Number 11 was Peyton Royce. Number 12 was Santana from NXT. Number 13 was Liv Morgan. Number 14 was Rhea Ripley. Number 15 was Charlotte Flair. Number 16 was Dana Brooke. Number 17 was Tori Wilson, the lady from the early 2000s. They come out with her puppy that Jerry King Lawler always to talk about. Number 18, Lacey Evans. Number 19, Mickey James. Number 20, Nikki Cross. Number 21, Alicia Fox made her return. I thought she was fired from the company, but she ended up being there. Maybe she retired. Who knows? Wonder what she will she continue to wrestle is another question. But I don't think she will. Um, and after release Fox, our truth actually comes out and and was chased by by the little small group of Tazawa, and all of them. And then Alicia Fox ended up pinning our truth, winning the 24/7 championship. But our truth ends up winning it back after Alicia Fox gets eliminated. Number 26 was Lana. She finally made her return. Number 27 was Alexa Bliss. Number 28 was Ember Moon. Number 29 was Nia Jax. Um, and number 30 was Ember Moon. Well, no, the number 30 was Natalia. I'm sorry, you guys. Ember Moon was number 28. So the match was good, and the last two end up being Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. Those two, they fought pretty great, but the winner of the 2021, well, let me say it like this: your winner of the 2021 Women's Royal Rumble match, and who would she face at WrestleMania? The person who won, you guys, is Bianca Belair. Who would she face, you guys? I mean, will it be Sasha Banks? Will it be Asuka? My opinion, I'm really thinking it's gonna be Sasha Banks. I know you guys probably think the same thing too. Let me know in the comment section down below, you guys, on who y'all think uh Bianca Belair will pick for your Royal Rumble. So the Royal Rumble, that women's Royal Rumble, I have to give that thing a five star on that one, you guys, because that was a great women's Royal Rumble. Although they kind of had too many women's inside the ring at the same time, which kind of like was making me think like, man, why do they have like so many why do they have like so many women's in the ring at the same time. Dang. Sorry, you guys. Try to put my glasses on so I can see all my notes here. so yeah, um, so yeah, I have to give a 5 star. Like I said, to that match. It was a great match. Too many women was in the ring at the same time, but after the elimination process was moving, that was a great match. And like I said, congratulations to Bianca Belair. Her reaction, she ended up like stretching her eyes, and she was very happy, and she couldn't believe that she had won the Royal Rumble, and it's a great thing to win the Royal Rumble, you guys, and to headline WrestleMania, get that big payday, and it is what it is. So we seen so after then we seen Miz and Morrison talking with Bad Bunny, trying to get his help and all that good stuff. And then out comes Booker T, and Booker T said, "Tell me you did not just say that." And then Bad Bunny and Booker T walks in the locker room. So fourth match they had, you guys. I had to give this match a 4 star, which was Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens in a last man standing match. The match went about where Kevin Owens was thrown off the same thing he was thrown off of last time on SmackDown when he got injured, and then it ended up being, you guys, where Roman Reigns um you know got jumped on, like a senton type move, um on like from Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens had a forklift backstage. He raised it up. Once he raised it up, he got all the way up on the forklift on a pallet and hit like a swanton bomb move. It was called the senton, but yeah, it was pretty interesting. Roman Reigns was bleeding, of course, you guys. Um, and so after then, um, Reigns, he end up, getting handcuffed by Kevin Owens. Yeah, he ended up getting handcuffed by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens handcuffed one of Roman Reigns' arms, to the little pole like thing, and then wrap the oh, excuse me, you guys, wrap the little, you know what's that thing called, the handcuffs around the thing, and then out comes Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman had a key and was trying to get it through, trying to unwrap it and get the other part through, and then Kevin Owens. The referee was counting to 9, and Roman Reigns almost lost. Roman Reigns snatched the referee and knocked him into this little lighting thing that they had up there. And after then, Roman Reigns gets up, hits Kevin Owens, um, you know, really hard. But it was a funny part in there, you guys. Not to mention this, but Roman Reigns actually ran over Kevin Owens, like with the golf cart, because I mean, he was just driving the golf cart, and bam, the glass of the golf cart just fell out. The way Kevin Owens fell, I mean, it was funny, but it was bad at the same time. So your winner and still the WWE Universal Champion, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns won, you guys. Who will be his challenger next? I wonder who would be his next challenger. Same thing goes for Drew McIntyre. Who would be his challenger next? All right, so let's go to the 30-man Royal Rumble, you guys. The last match of the night. Let's get down to it. Number 1 was the Rated R Superstar Edge. Number 2 was Randy Orton. Number 3 was Sami Zayn. Number 4 was Mustafa Ali. Number 5 was Jeff Hardy. Number 6 was Dolph Ziggler. Number 7, Shinsuke Nakamura. Number 8, the returning of Carlito, you guys. And if y'all don't know Carlito, Carlito was the guy that's always used to spit the apples in your face and say, "I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool." So that was his, of course, his gimmick. It was a pretty cool gimmick, by the way. Number 9 was Xavier Woods. Number 10, Big E. Number 11, John Morrison. Number 12, Ricochet. Number 13, Elias. Number 14, Damian Priest from NXT was on there. Number 15, The Miz. Number 16, Matt Riddle. Number 17, Daniel Bryan. Number 18, Kane made his appearance in there as well. Um, let's see. King Corbin was number 19. Otis was number 20. 21 was Dominic Mysterio. Number 22 was Bobby Lashley. Number 23 was the Hurricane, made his return. Number 24 was Christian. You know, the guy that always used to team with Edge back in early 2000s, I'll say around like 2001. Remember, they fought the Hardy Boys before in a table ladder and chairs match plenty of times. Um, Number 25 was no other than AJ Styles. Number 26, Rey Mysterio. Number 27, Sheamus. Number 28, Cesaro. Number 29 was no other then the King Slayer, the Messiah, Seth Rollins. Number 30 was Braun Strowman. The match was good, you guys, and the whole Royal Rumble was good and everything, you guys. And I'm so glad that Daniel Bryan did not win. And I know a lot of you agree with me that Daniel Bryan did not win. Also with what's his name? With Big E. Glad he didn't win either. I wanted to see something new. I kind of didn't want, a surprise for me to see Edge win. I mean, excuse me, guys. Well, your winner of the 2021 Royal Rumble is no other than the WWE Hall of Famer, the rated R superstar Edge, won the Royal Rumble. Or earlier in the match, Orton said he was injured, and then they had to help him to the back. You seen him on the camera where he's getting help, and then Edge ends up throwing Seth Rollins out. And then after then, Randy Orton runs back in, hits the RKO on Edge. Edge tried to throw Orton out, and then Orton tried to reverse, almost threw Edge out, and then Edge, comes back and throws Orton out, and Orton was, had his eyes like that, and then he was like, "What the world?" So, we're definitely gonna see what's gonna happen tomorrow night on the Raw after the Royal Rumble. So the Royal Rumble just recently, you guys went off. I can say maybe 30 minutes ago. Before I start, well, I'll say probably like 5 minutes before I start talking, you guys. But the Royal Rumble was pretty great, you guys. 1 out of 10 stars. I would have to say, let me get that pay-per-view a 7. It was great. Like I said, glad that Dan Bryan didn't win, but even if he did, good for him. But at the same time, I would love to see who Edge picks. Um, at the at WrestleMania. I mean, you got who would be Reigns' next challenger? Who would be Drew McIntyre's next challenger? Who would be Oscar? I mean, Oscar didn't wrestle. For she didn't wrestle her title off or anything, but who would she wrestle? Um, what will happen with all these superstars that didn't win? What is their next role? How would they have a role somewhere in WrestleMania? I really do appreciate you guys for taking time out of your day to listen to Chris Wrestling Views. Uh, talking about the WWE Royal Rumble, me giving my reactions about the Rumble, the review over it as well, you guys. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell if you have not. If you have subscribed, make sure that notification bell get clicked and hit all so you can receive all notifications, directly to whatever device you use, no matter if it's a laptop, cell phone, a tablet, a computer, or whatever you have. So just make sure you tune in to Chris Wrestling Views. Also, if I move my head out the way, y'all see how to contact me. So I'm gonna pause for a second and take a quick look, you guys. That's how y'all can contact me on one of those three platforms: that Twitter, the Facebook, and the Instagram. So make sure y'all check all my videos out. My next video, you guys, is gonna be of the WWE Raw preview on tomorrow. So I'm not sure what y'all time zone is, but right now I'm Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. It's 11:24 p.m. here, almost midnight. So I'm gonna cut it off right here. I want to see what you guys think about the Royal Rumble. Make sure you leave all your comments down below. Tell me how this Royal Rumble could have been better. Tell me what you think is going to happen next with all these superstars that have retained their titles, that even that one team that won titles. So let me know what y'all think. Comment down in the comment section below. I really do, like I said, I really do appreciate for y'all watching Chris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com.